Todd Sorensen and I are recording this message to announce to our members and partners that the search process to identify AACP's 7th Executive Vice President and CEO has begun. After I make a few personal comments about this transition, Todd will outline the timeline and process for the successful search and selection process. I began my tenure as the 6th AACP CEO on July 1st, 2002, following my friend and colleague, Dick Penna. The last 19 years have been truly remarkable for academic pharmacy and AACP, and I have enjoyed this role tremendously. I've worked with 5-year contracts since starting, and my 4th contract expires on June 30, 2022. I thought long and seriously about whether continuing beyond 20 years was in the best interest of AACP and my family, and decided that new leadership as we transition out of the ongoing pandemics of the last year and a half is timely and appropriate. AACP has been transformed across these years thanks to the commitment, teamwork, and dedication of our strong leaders, inspiring members and partners, and our amazing staff. Contributing to this transformation are programs like the Academic Leadership Fellows Program, PharmCast and PharmGrad, the AACP Walmart Scholars Program, IPEC, and other external collaborations. Public awareness campaigns like Farm for Me and Pharmacists for Healthier Lives, an expanding institutional research and effectiveness program, a robust strategic engagement agenda, and a marvelous array of educational programs to support the professional development of faculty, staff, and academic leaders. I know I've left other important priorities, but the list is already too long. You may wonder what I'll be doing after July 1st next year. It's too soon to be definitive, as my focus remains on implementing the new strategic plan just approved by our House and supporting our leaders and staff throughout the transition. But I call this passage entering my preferment era. This is different from classic retirement. I know I won't be working full-time, but I won't disappear from pharmacy as it's woven into my very DNA. I know that I'll once again live full-time with my pharmacist, now pastor husband, which hasn't been done for the last 4 years since he accepted his first pastoral assignment 90 miles from our Arlington home. Several years ago, I began thinking that I'd like to devote more time to addressing unmet social justice issues. There are so many, and they have become such more visible and important this last year. These are simply my early musings. At this time, I'll turn to Todd to outline the planning that he's been leading as our past president and chair of the CEO Search Committee. Thank you, Todd.
Greetings, colleagues. I'm Todd Sorensen, a past president of AACP. On behalf of the AACP Board of Directors, I want to thank you for taking the time to view this important message from Lucinda and myself. I imagine Lucinda's news may come as a surprise to many. That was certainly true of the members of the Board of Directors when she first shared her decision to not renew her contract as EVP and CEO in 2022. When someone holds a leadership role as long as Lucinda has and has left an imprint on an organization in the manner that Lucinda has done with AACP, we gain a sense of comfort with that leader, and the possibility of a leadership transition may not exist in our state of consciousness. But with Lucinda's announcement, we are now embarking on the first CEO transition at AACP in 20 years. The elected leaders of AACP are very excited for Lucinda and admire her decision to pursue a lifestyle that gives her more time with family and to pursue her personal passions. Everything about this announcement is good. Lucinda's rationale is positive and the timing is right for her. She has granted us a full year to identify her successor. The organization is in an excellent position, both in terms of having a great staff and a strong fiscal position. And we have just adopted a new strategic plan that sets a course for the next several years. I'm confident that the role of AACP CEO is an outstanding professional opportunity, and this search will attract outstanding leaders. Of course, we'll miss Lucinda's one-of-a-kind leadership style, but we have another year to benefit from her steady direction and facilitate a smooth transition. Let me share a few details about the search process we're launching. I'm pleased to share that AACP has retained the services of Sterling Martin Associates to facilitate our search for the next CEO. Sterling Martin has strong familiarity with pharmacy and healthcare and an excellent track record of success. The search committee is confirmed and is formally initiating its work this week. I'm honored to serve as the committee's chair. Sterling Martin has already begun the process of drafting material that will support our search. We expect that the position will be formally posted within the next 3 weeks. Those who wish to inquire about the position are encouraged to contact David Martin at Sterling Martin Associates. You can find contact information, David, on the Sterling Martin website. And of course, the position announcement will provide contact information once it's posted. Our anticipated timeline is that the search committee will review candidates over the fall and present a set of finalists to the board by January 1st. Selection of the new CEO will be via the board of directors in early 2022. We expect several weeks of transition overlap with Lucinda in May and June. And if all goes according to plan, Lucinda will serve her last day as CEO on June 30th of next year, coinciding with the conclusion of her current employment contract. As we arrive at our 2022 annual meeting, we will be greeted by our next CEO and have opportunities to celebrate Lucinda's remarkable contributions to AACP, academic pharmacy, and the profession as a whole. This is an exciting time for AACP. Transitions after a long period of leadership stability can make the uncertainty of change more sharp. But as she has done for 20 years with AACP, Lucinda has been thoughtful and approached this transition in a way that ensures and supports the success of AACP. The search committee and the board of directors are prepared to continue our history of selecting the right executive for AACP now and for its future.